This is absolutely just wild. Look at that. So many stickers. This is the craziest thing. We gotta cross this Vietnamese traffic here. Check out these buildings. Very, very old. Oh, it's a party. Sitting on this little tiny chair, can you see? And many people eat this for breakfast here. Welcome to day one here in Hanoi, Vietnam. And we just come out of the apartment to get some coffee at a local place called Coffee or A Coffee. So I was sitting up on a balcony with a nice view to the road. You see there's lots of people walking around, locals, tourists, everything. And yeah, this is where the day is going to start today. So let's have some coffee, let's wake up, and let's get into the old quarter, or the French quarter of Hanoi, Vietnam. That's how the Vietnamese coffee comes here. Condensed milk on the bottom, your coffee, you mix it together, then you got a coffee to drink. Nice and strong. A bit small in size, but that's because it's very powerful. Alright guys, we're leaving the cafe now. It's time to explore the streets. Let's go find something to eat. And again, we gotta cross this Vietnamese traffic here. Oh, it's a party. Now we go. So that coffee was pretty good, pretty strong, just a little bit small, but it was 30,000 dong. So that's probably like just about a little bit more than $1. And I might need another coffee later, I'm not sure. But right now we're walking through the old quarter area. This is the most touristed area here in Hanoi. It's very lively, it's very compact, lots of streets and lots of traffic, many people, lots of restaurants. And today's plan is really just to explore this area as day one and to eat food, to just see what the life is like, maybe go into some shops, maybe buy something. I don't know, we're gonna find out. So it's about 11 o'clock in the morning, and as you can tell, everyone's just chilling on the side of the road, drinking coffee, getting their day started together. I don't know if people have to work. If they already are working, they're on like a little break or something. But it is Friday right now, so people are getting ready for the weekend here. So we're heading over to this area right here. It is a lake, and it's a very scenic area to walk around, to eat some food nearby. So that's where we're going to hang out for the next hour or so. And let's find something to eat, maybe some banh mi or some other local dish that I don't know the name of yet. Wow, look at all these bicycle carts that they push. They pedal and you just get transported to wherever you gotta go. There's so many of them. I mean, it's mainly all older people riding them, but right in the middle of all the traffic, the chaos. Probably a scenic way to see the city, but not really something that I'm into, I don't think. Down here at a place to eat some banh mi, and check it out. Just sitting on this little tiny chair, can you see? This is the tiniest chair that I've ever sat on and going to eat at. But I'm excited to eat this. I don't know how much it's going to cost, but I am really hungry. So let's try some banh mi here in Hanoi, Vietnam. Alright, got the banh mi here. I have no idea what it's in there. You can see lots of vegetables. It looks like some spicy sauce. There is some meat. It's warm, it's crispy, it's fresh. Let's try it out. I'm such a sandwich person. Wow, that is loaded with so much stuff. You can see right there, it's like some maybe pate meat. Maybe that's chicken or turkey. And then you have like cabbage, some sort of other vegetables. Wow, super, super good. So no matter where I go in the world, I love eating sandwiches or some sort of sandwich-like food like this. This is the banh mi. It is a baguette type of bread with fillings inside, and it's one of the most traditional food items there is here in Vietnam, especially the northern region. And many people eat this for breakfast here. And so this is my first meal of the day. It's a perfect way to start the day. It's so interesting here in Vietnam how people sit and eat. The chairs, the tables are so small. You have those little blue ones there. that are basically for like toddlers, but the people here in Vietnam, they always sit on them and it's comfortable to them. Just absolutely crush that banh mi. Now we're gonna figure out how much it costs and then move on to this old quarter area and explore around the lake and maybe try some more food soon. Wow, super good, super filling. You're not gonna believe how much that banh mi cost. For one banh mi, it was 25,000 dong, which is just over $1 US. Super affordable. Everything is really affordable here in Vietnam and Hanoi and probably the different regions. And the further you get away from the bigger cities, the cheaper it will get, I assume. But now we're gonna walk towards the lake. It is one of the most famous lakes here in Hanoi. There is like maybe a pagoda or something in the middle of the lake. There's a bridge that goes over. It's super well known, super famous, a big tourist site. And so let's go see how beautiful this lake is. So as we enter the park here, there was a security guard and he just started speaking to us in English with very little bit of English, very broken, but it was nice. He was asking us if we have been here, if we're visiting different places, if we've been to Ho Chi Minh City and the different regions. But pretty cool, very friendly, and everyone seems pretty friendly so far. Everyone smiles when you order food and everyone's just hanging out, relaxing, and nice atmosphere here. All right guys, here's the beautiful lake here in Hanoi. I think the pronunciation for it is something like Ho Hoan Kim. That's definitely a bad pronunciation, obviously, but this is the beautiful lake here in the Old Quarter area. As you can see, there is like a little pagoda thing in the middle, like a little island. Looks very cute. Check it out here. This is the Note Coffee Cafe. If you can see from this far distance, it's all like notes and stickers and things on the wall with written messages. I think that's a place we have to check out. All right, let's check out this cafe here. Let's see how expensive it is. Wow, look at all the stickers. Holy, so many everywhere. I'm sure some of them just blow off into the wind. Wow, this is absolutely just wild. Look at that, so many stickers. Oh my God, this is the craziest thing. Alright, we've just sat down here at this cafe. There's really not much seating. There's so many people here. There's about 4 floors, and every floor is filled with people. So we come to the floor that's closest to the bottom because there's nobody here as the view isn't so good, and you can see kind of behind some bars. It's not the most optimal place to sit, but it's something. So we're going to have some coffee and a smoothie and relax for a bit. So the cool thing about this Note Cafe is they have free notes that are all around. They're blank ones, and then you just get a pen from downstairs or bring a pen with you. You write on it what you want, and then you stick it wherever. Try to stick it in a place where it's going to last for a very long time, because people will stick their stickers over yours, and then yours is pretty much non-existent. But I also just heard people come in and they were actually trying to find a note that they put here years ago. So it was their second visit, and they were hoping to find a treasure that they put here pretty much. There's some really old notes in here. This one right here is from 2014. So I don't know how long this cafe has been around, but as you can tell, there are some significantly old notes. Like, a lot of these are falling down probably because of the weather, the wind, the rain that's, coming in from this window here. You really have to put your note in a very secure place to make sure it lasts a very long time. Place my sticker right here. If you come to this cafe, check it out. It will be right here. Hopefully it sticks. Feels like it'll probably fall off. And that there is the Note Cafe. If you are here in Hanoi, Vietnam, make sure you go there, make a couple notes, put them on the wall, and come back in a few years and see if they're still there. Hopefully the place will be long-standing forever. All right, now we are walking back along the river here where the bridge is, and this coffee was about 37,000 dong, so that's about maybe $1.50 or something. really good price, especially for that place being super, super famous and probably one of the most popular cafes here in Hanoi. Alright guys, as we walk down the street here, let's check out the building faces, you know, the architecture here. As you can see, the buildings are pretty old. There's definitely a lot of kind of like dirt buildup, but a lot of them are putting plants on them to make them, you know, more friendly in terms of greenery and just looking better. But yeah, you can see there's some trees lining the street, not many, but then people are really trying to put as many plants as they can on their balconies to make it look more beautiful and to maybe hide that dirty color appearance. But as you can see, there are sidewalks on each side of the street, but the sidewalks are mainly for the motorbikes and maybe for chilling and eating or drinking something. Wow, look at it, this lady's carrying, I don't know what those are, quail eggs or something. That thing is extremely heavy. I've carried it before. It is so uncomfortable to carry. But one of the things I'm loving about Vietnam here is it's pretty much like a city that is just full of open markets, or like if you think of a bazaar like in Thailand or in Turkey, it's like that, except not in one location, in the entire city. Everywhere is selling something. Each street is selling something different, and it's quite unique. It's chaotic with the amount of traffic, the beeping, the scooters, the noise, but it is a totally different atmosphere and really, really interesting. I mean, like, check it out, all the little fruits for sale. Coming around the corner here, you got like a little cafe, black and brown coffee. And then across the way over there, you can see people cooking. There's people washing dishes. I mean, this place is alive. So one of the most unique things about Vietnam, or at least Hanoi, Vietnam here, is that there is pretty much a business for everything. Anything you can think about, there's a business for. We've just passed businesses for like strings that you use to tie gift bags, recycled little circle washers that you would use to, like, you know, screw things into the wall. There's cups, there's literally everything. I don't know what this is, just more like string material. I mean, literally a business for every single thing. Thank you. So just stopped by some little donut lady. She made me try a donut, and of course I had to buy it because she made me try it. But it's interesting. It's a different type of donut I've never had before. These are what they look like. They're mixed. She said that they're different flavors, but I tried one of them. It's okay tasting. It's definitely very cold. It needs to be heated up again, maybe like put on the stove or in a microwave. But they're really dense, really, really heavy. But it was 50,000 dong, so that's about $2 probably. And probably overpriced, but it's okay. She can use the money. I'm sure it's difficult to make a lot of money every day. So this is what the donut is here. This is what it looks like. It looks like there's some like sesame seeds on it, chia seeds or something. She said this is chocolate, I think. I'm not really sure. Really heavy, really dense. Let's try it out here. No, that's not chocolate. What is that? I can't describe the taste. Apple? I think there's an apple inside of there. It's an apple donut. It's actually not that bad. Kind of like an apple pie. But very, very dense, very chewy. You eat too many of them, you're probably going to feel really fat and really unhealthy. Wow. Yeah, so I definitely fell victim to that lady and her donuts. I should have probably not tried one because she just handed one to me as we were walking by her. And because I ate one, it's like, you have to buy it. But I didn't want this many. I wanted, you know, just a couple of them, but you had to buy at least 6 of them for 50,000 dong. It's probably cheaper, 30,000 or 40,000. I didn't negotiate, but it's all right. It's worth a try. I'll never have them again, probably. The streets are pretty lively, pretty chaotic still, and really just walking around and getting a feel for the place. This is kind of like a first impressions video here in Hanoi. Very different than Ho Chi Minh City, where I was a couple months ago. Just sat down here at a local restaurant, have some fried spring rolls right here for 20,000 dong. It is crab and pork mixed, I believe, with some spices and vegetables. Let's try it out. Oh, that is super, super hot. You can just see it steaming right here. It's really crabby though. There's definitely a lot of crab meat in there. Those spring rolls are so much better when you dip it in the sauce and get it a little bit moist because it's really fried, it's really crispy. Oh wow. Whatever that broth stuff is that I dipped it in, it's like got a little sweet taste to it, and then the chilies give it a little kick. Oh, it's perfect. I got a little bit of tingle on the lips right now. All right, let's eat another spring roll here. If I can pick it up, a little bit slippery. I just love spring rolls from every place in the world. They're super good. Very good light snack, light meal to have. And then that there is bun cha with some meat in there. You have some noodles, and then you dress it up how you want to with the green stuff and the spices. But for the bun cha, it is 60,000 dong. But if you get the bun cha and the spring rolls together, it's actually 95,000. So you get a good deal. This little restaurant here is super local. It's actually like a house. Behind me is where they cook everything. They have the stall there. There's the noodles over there. They have all the dishes prepared and being ready right there. And then the kitchen is over this way. And then it goes upstairs to their house where they actually live. All right, those spring rolls, they were all right. Not my favorite, not the worst, but pretty good for 20,000 dong, which is less than $1. But now we're kind of walking around, trying to work off this food and see the area a little bit more and check out maybe like some of the murals that are around, the different architecture. So let's explore them. Check that out. It's a barber shop on the street. The guy has his mirror pinned to the tree and he's just giving him a haircut on the street. That's pretty cool. You don't need to pay rent at a place. You just kind of set up shop here and hope nobody kicks you out. Wow, check out these buildings. Very, very old. Look at the old air conditioner units and all the clothes. The building's kind of falling apart, but actually kind of beautiful the way it looks. The way it contrasts with the rest of the city. But then right behind it, you can see they were building like a hotel or maybe a bank or something with offices, and it's no longer being built. They like abandoned it. Really interesting. Wonder what happened. Alright guys, well that's a wrap on the first day here in Hanoi, Vietnam. Now, after walking around the old quarter area, the French Quarter area, did go back to the apartment, chilled, had to do a little bit of work. Just came back out, was gonna try to get some food, but most places are closed, so instead I had a beer at this local beer place that's next to where I'm staying. It was called something like the Container Beer or the Beer Container. And it was pretty good. It had a nice Pilsner for 65,000 dong, which is about $2.70. Really good, really affordable, and a good way to cap off the first day here in Hanoi, Vietnam. And now I'm gonna go home, rest up for the night, and I'll see you again tomorrow for another adventure through northern Vietnam. Peace.
Later.
Man, this is a serious Hanoi traffic jam. Oh my god, this is wild. Absolute chaos.